Mullett Arena is a raging success in Arizona, and if you disagree, you may just be a hater. Now, I am a hater of the Arizona Coyotes. I fully admit it. I'm not a hater of the fans. I'm not a hater of the city, but the organization, woof. However, I know a W when I see one, and I think this is probably a massive W for the NHL and Arizona Coyote fans and visiting teams. The arena holds 5,000 fans, and the college atmosphere is going to be in full effect all year. This arena was absolutely electric. Chants rang out down on top of the players all night. When the goals went in on Big Save Dave, the Winnipeg Jets goaltender, chants of "it's all your fault" rang through the small arena, and the acoustics were amazing. Chants of "you can't do that" after each penalty taken by the visiting team, the Winnipeg Jets, rang through the chorus of the arena, and I definitely caught some Jets players with big smiles on their face, even though they were moving over to the sin bin and they knew they did bad.
You do that, you go to the box, 2 minutes by yourself, and you feel shame, and then you get free.
These are reminiscent and bring back the times, if you're a Winnipeg Jets fan, of chants that were NHL famous, directed towards the San Jose Sharks, directed towards Alexander Ovechkin, Crosby's better, directed to Ryan Miller, silver medal. These are what made chants in places like Winnipeg and currently in places like Nashville so famous. Now Arizona has their own, ringing loud, proud, and true. This arena is clearly going to be something special, and we are living in a time where we can tell our grandkids about this. There was a time where we watched hockey in a 5,000 person arena, and it was capped off by Shane Doan and his son Josh Doan. Josh Doan, Arizona State University captain and Arizona Coyotes prospect. Father and son get to drop the puck, and the coming togetherness of Jets 1.0 and Jets 2.0 on opening night in this arena was a culmination of excellent scheduling and big brain thinking by the NHL. I know they don't usually do it normally, but they finally got this one right. The players also adore this arena. They were talking and raving about the uniqueness of the atmosphere. Cole Perfetti of the Winnipeg Jets quoted, "There's a difference between 5,000 people and 20,000 people, but the smaller atmosphere and them being right on top of you." They were pretty excited for their first game here. It was loud, it was exciting, and we're glad to be able to get a win here. Look, if you guys have played hockey before, and if you have friends that have played hockey overseas in Europe, or college hockey or junior hockey for teams like the London Knights or any of the high-end teams in, say, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, all those places where small town, big time hockey breathes and lives, you understand what this atmosphere is like. If you've ever been to a high-end junior college game with 3,000 to 5,000 fans, it's electric. If you've ever come, or a fan from overseas, and watched teams play in the Dell over there in Germany, people are literally standing on top of each other. They're loud, they're ruckus, they're drinking their beer if they're over the age of majority, and they are letting you have it if you are a visiting team, and you are considered a god among men if you are on the home team. And that is exactly what this atmosphere breathes. It is fun, and it is something you should travel to go see if you have an opportunity to see this game in Arizona. Players also heavily commented about the ice surface. Cole Perfetti also said in the same interview, "We knew what we were coming into. It's unique, and it's pretty cool to be the first road team to ever be part of this. It's fun, and it's definitely something. It's weird, but it's cool, and the ice was great. It's unbelievable. Everything about it was awesome. I had a blast playing in that rink." What does it mean to have good ice? There's two different ice surfaces when you're playing hockey and you're a player. If you haven't skated before, you won't know about this, but time to learn a little bit of news. There's good ice and bad ice. There's soft ice and fast ice. Bad ice is soft ice. Good ice is fast ice. Now, what is the difference? It's actually the hardness of the ice. The harder the ice gets, it means the colder the ice gets. And the colder the ice gets, the more players can feel the puck and make absolutely sick moves like Cole Perfetti here. Notice the entire time Perfetti's head is up. It is up not only because he's a high-skilled player, but because he has the opportunity to feel the puck on this ice. When you can feel the puck, players can do amazing things. Skill breaks out and you get sick, unbelievable goals. This arena is going to be home to some of the best goals in the NHL if it has some of the best ice out there. Players adore being able to feel that puck, and they adore being able to play fast. Why can they play faster, you may ask? Well, when the ice is harder, there's actually less of a fine liquid on top of the ice. The smaller that fine liquid is, the faster a player can actually skate. Contrary to popular belief, the pressure from your skates does not necessarily cause the hydroplaning that is going to allow you to move fast in a game of hockey. Ice makers and scientists have been raging and talking about this for years, but it is very simple. Every piece of ice, no matter how hard or how cold it gets, has a very thin layer of liquid on top of it. The thinner that layer of liquid, the faster you're able to move over top of that ice. The thicker that layer of liquid, the more you're sloshing through the ice, the more friction is created, and the slower you play. So in LA, where we all know the humidity gets in there and softens that ice, it isn't fun to play in. However, for some reason, in this college campus, hats off to the ice maker. They've done amazing things, and we're going to see silky smooth mitts, amazing plays, fast transition on this hard ice, good ice, this phenomenal rink. Finally, the biggest change is likely for the fans, and it's going to be based on two massive factors. Its location near a college campus feels absolutely alive and just amazing. The small packed arena comes in the area of Arizona State University. That means several things. You're going to have a lot of bus routes to this arena, so public transit abound. 5,000 people trying to pack into the arenas allow you to get to the arena quicker, as well as leave the arena quicker if you don't want to stay for the party. But there will be and was parties before this. On college campuses, we all know America is famous for it, and Arizona is famous for it. Arizona State University has the ability to host fun events like this. They're only 16 minutes away from the downtown core. That is contrary to a 27-minute drive from the downtown Phoenix core to Gala, whatever that stupid arena's name was, over there in Glendale. Glendale's a nice area, but it's an area you live. It's the burbs, and they are only 10 minutes away from the Glendale landfill, so that can't be too wonderful. Wind is a powerful factor when you think about it. Pretty close place to have a lot of people packing in to watch hockey, and it likely doesn't have the transit routes needed to get there like you do to Arizona State University. Hey, Phoenix and Arizona residents, can you comment down below? Tell me if I got that one right. Impossible for me to research that, being up here in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Finally, when you're inside an arena like that, just take a look at these pictures up here on the concourse. It feels like you're part of something special and intimate. You are close to the rink. And if you've ever had the privilege of seeing a live NHL game, you know, like I do, there is no replacement for being close to the players. You see how fast they are. You see the size. You see how good they are. You see the nuances of where they're looking, where they're not looking. You don't get that in the 300s and in the 400s at NHL arenas. You really do need to be within the first 20 rows to really understand and appreciate how damn good and how many little nuances occur from this. It's like everybody gets a bench seat on the home or visiting team bench when you're in an arena this small. When you're up there in the concourse, you can still see closer than you could in any other arena. It feels casual. It feels super fun. And I love the fact that they really laid into the Mullets. It's named after Barbara Mullett, a prominent donor of the arena and of ASU. Now, most places aren't going to allow you to poke fun at it, but I love the fact that there were mullets on every seat when you were there. Fans were headbanging with the mullet, visiting fans, home fans. It looked like an absolutely raucous crowd down there in Mullett, Arena. You let me know, were you at that game? I want comments from people who were at that game. Tell me if we got it right over here. Stay tuned to Hot Garbage Sports for the best in hockey coverage. And if this is your first time seeing this video because, well, maybe you wanted to check out Mullett Arena and Coach Ryan D's opinion on it, subscribe, join, stay down below. Take a look at some of our lists and breakdowns. We do the best breakdowns in hockey right now. So if you want to learn something about this beautiful game of puck, I want to teach it to you. Thanks for being here, team. We'll catch you in the next one.